Hello everyone, this is Iram here, back with another project, and our today's project is about a gym project. It's just a imaginary or something from my imagination. I have copied something from a WordPress theme, like copy means some of the design. I've got the design idea for one of the WordPress theme, and this is what I have made, but this I have made by using HTML and CSS3. Okay, I haven't used any framework, any Bootstrap or any other framework. It is a static website by using HTML5 and CSS3, and the good thing about this project that it is completely responsive to all breakpoints. And for the responsiveness of this project, I've used media queries. Okay, so you guys can see here on this type of screen, and then here everything is stacked, well stacked, and I like this design, and I hope that you will like it. And whatever I'm going to tell you in this design, I'm sure you guys will like this. I have used a bit of jQuery just to give effects to this hamburger menu, and you guys can see. And all these other effects I have used, I have given this by using CSS. By using CSS only. The JavaScript or jQuery is used here in this part. So let's get into it and start coding. And please subscribe the channel. It's going to help me. And the next project I'm going to bring is about a restaurant project, a restaurant website. So please subscribe the channel. Okay, let's get started. I'm using VS Code Editor. Those who are following me, they know that I'm using Visual Studio Code Editor. Whatever code editor you like, you can go with that. But if you want everything same like mine, then you can use this Visual Studio Code Editor. I have already created a folder here on my desktop. Let me show this gym folder, and I have opened this folder here, like by using the file. I've opened this, and there is a gym on my desktop, but it is already open here. I'm going to use it. I have created another folder within this folder, which is known as images folder, and let me show you from here that this is my main folder, gym, and here this is the images folder. And within this images folder, I have saved the images. All these images I've got from pexels.com, and I'm thankful to all the Pexels photographers. I'm using this is the pexels.com website. It is free, Creative Commons photographs are available here. You can use the photographs or videos from photos and videos from this website, and you can use this. Again, I want to give all the photo credits to the photographers of pexels.com. Let's get started. I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to name it index.html. I want to have another file, and I'm going to name it main.css. And I'm going to have another file which would be known as script.js. Okay, this is a JavaScript file. This is for the style sheet, and this is our main index.html. So here in the index.html, I already have an extension of Emmet, and I'm using Emmet. So for that, I just press the exclamation mark, and now the template or the basic template of HTML5 is here. I'm going to name it gym. It's a very simple name, I know, but right now I don't have any other name, so I'm using this name gym here. And I would like to attach my CSS file here. So for that, let me say CSS. I just pass a comment, and here let me capitalize it, CSS. It should be in uppercase, and here I want to link my CSS with this, so it would be style sheet and then href, and for this href I want to say main.css because main.css is the name of my CSS file. Okay, now I want to have some icons. Let me close this pixel site. These icons, all these icons I've got from Font Awesome Icons. Okay, fontawesomeicon.com website. They have free and premier icons also. How I've got these Font Awesome icons? First of all, here you have to enter your email address. After that you have to, like suppose I'm just saying test at, okay, something, whatever. When you add your email address you can get this send kit code, and you can click on this send kit code. They will send you the instructions in your email, and you can get all this from your all the instructions from your email and follow those instructions ahead. Then you will get a code like this. I have saved this code already, so I'm just copying this code and I'm going to paste this code here, and here I just want to say font awesome. Okay, not awesome, font awesome. Let's check this font awesome if it is working. So I should say h1 and it would be hello world, and I want to say I class fa home. Let me tell you that if I can, and let me use my live server. Okay, here we go. You can see a very small tiny home here. How do I know that this is here? If you are new to this, let me help you finding the icons. At here, click on the icon tab, and here they have icon gallery also. Here or from here also, even from here. Sorry, I was just I don't know what happened to me, but in the search icons you can just write whatever you want to find. I've written home, and here there are a lot of variations. Some are paid and some are free, so I'm using the free one. And here this is the home icon, but here they are using FAS. I didn't use this FAS, I just say FA because they have many, so I don't know which one I've used, but here is the code and we use this code. And here I just said FA, and it also works. If I say FAS, it's also worked for me. So where is my gym? Okay, the home is still here. So this is how I know that this is the code of Font Awesome icon, home icon. Okay, let me remove it. Okay, now the next thing, I'm going to use Google Fonts, and for that let me have a comment here. And in Google, search for Google Fonts. The first link you will get from Google Fonts is this one, and I'm going to use, there's a lot of options, so whatever the font you want, you can search from here, or you can go with the trending or most popular, newest, or by name. So I'm going by name, and I have used Montserrat, and this is the Montserrat. Okay, this icon, this font style I want to have in my site. I said select the font, and here I want to customize it. It is regular. I want to have the bold also, bold 700. Okay, so the load time is fast. If I want to go more, then the load time would be moderate. So I'm not going to use more variations. I just want to use this 700 and regular because I'm using the CD, and I can download it, download the fonts, and you can use that, but right now I'm not using that for the demo purpose. And here in the embed, I'm just getting this link, and I'm using this link here. Even the font awesome also I can download and use, but for the demo purpose of this page I'm not using, I'm just using the CDN, but we can use it by downloading the fonts also. Okay, so this is what I have done. We have attached Google Fonts, the font awesome. Something else is left, and that something else is I want to attach this script file. So for this I just want to say script, and the source, let me declare the source would be script.js. okay, and this is what I have attached. I've attached this in my body section. I didn't attach this script file in the head section because it takes more time if I attach it in the head section. So in the body section it is better, always better, to use the script in the body section. Okay, JavaScript file. So it is done until here. Now let's start the coding. Let's start preparing the markup, and for this I need some space here. Let's have a comment, and the comment would be header, and end of header. Within these comments actually I'm going to write my code for the header section. So I'm using the HTML5 header element and nav element, and now I want to have a division here. I want to assign it a class. The class would be nav container. Okay, and within this nav container I want to have, I don't need this font, so let me close it. I don't need this also, and let's go here. So here I want this logo, it's an image. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to say I'm declaring the image element, and the source for the image element is images, because I have this images folder here within my main folder. So this is the images folder, and within my images folder I have all the images. Now I'm just going to say a logo. You guys can see that my IntelliSense is very intelligent actually. It's just showing me the options and the alt, and here I just want to say, oh sorry, and here it would be logo. Now the alternative text should be good for SEO purpose, so it should be meaningful. It's for the demo purpose, so I'm not using this one. I'm just using the ordinary or imaginary or fictionary names, but you should keep in mind while preparing the template, and you should keep in mind SEO. You should keep SEO in mind actually. To name the alternate should be the meaningful, would be helpful in SEO. Okay, so the class is logo, and within the class I would like to have a button. I want it to have a class of button and another div. This button I'm talking about, let me show you this hamburger menu. Okay, this button. So this is what I'm declaring the button. This button is going to be this button in our project, and this is our project gym, because the title is gym here, and it is empty right now. There isn't anything, but the template already I've prepared, its name is fitness, so you can differentiate between this is gym and this is fitness. And here the button I'm going to declare div, and within the div I want to have a line 1, What is this line 1? These 3 lines, so line 1, line 2 and line 3. So here I am using this division, and I'm going to copy this and paste it for a couple of times, and it is done. So here, okay, just a moment. Okay, this would be line 2 and this would be line 3. We cannot see them, it's a markup. We are going to design these lines. We cannot see, we can see the logo, but you guys cannot see the logo because it is a white logo. Let me style it in the CSS, then you guys can see the logo also. And button, we are going to style the button, we are going to make the proper buttons by using CSS, that 3 bars. Okay, so here it is done. Now I want to have the links, and for links, let me have a comment here. For links, I'm going to use unordered lists, and I'm assigning it a class. The class would be nav links, and within that unordered list I want to have list items. So, and within list items I want to have links. These links are not going to be shown or appear anywhere, so they are just blank links. And here I'm just going to say home. I'm going to copy and paste this line of code for several times, 3, and 4 and 5. Okay, let me have a glass of water because I'm talking too much. Okay, now I'm going to remove all these homes from here, and one by one I'm going to name my links about and gym, and this would be the gym, and this would be classes or groups. Let me say classes. Okay, contact. Okay, now I want to have social icons. So for the social icons, let me say list item class would be social icons. Okay, these nav links are these links. Okay, these are the nav links, and the social icon class which I've declared now, it would be these for these social icons. Okay, so here social icons, and within these social icons I would like to have a link. Again, this link is not going to take us anywhere, but it should be here, and I'm just going to use the font awesome icons here. So here I'm going to say for Facebook, actually Facebook is a brand, so for brands the class is different. The class is FAB. Okay, FA, and it is Facebook. I'm so sorry, FAB, FA, and Facebook. Okay, now let me copy and paste it. Let me show you. Okay, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, in a minute about, or I have already shown you that how I found the home when I found the home link. So you just type the Facebook and you will get the link and this code from there. Okay, from or Twitter or whatever you want to find, you just mention, you just type it in the search bar of font awesome icon and you can get the code for that specific icon, whatever you are looking for. Instagram, and here it is Twitter, and then this one would be LinkedIn. No, this is LinkedIn. Okay, let's save it. And our nav bar is done. Let's go to the browser. Here is the logo, and all these are the nav links and the social icons. So first of all, let's go to the CSS and let's start styling. Okay, here, let me close this actually. Okay, no, so here these bullets and all these things are, this padding and margin, everything is got from the browser, so we are going to remove this, and I'm going to remove it by using universal selector asterisk and the code block. And here I'm saying margin would be 0, padding would be 0, and box sizing would be border box. Let's save it. Let me show you something. Now the padding, margin, and box sizing is border box. So the padding and margin, because of the padding and margin, it goes backwards to the left side, and there are the bullets, still there are the bullets, and for those bullets I'm going to remove the, or let me explain you in another way this thing. Okay, first of all, I would like to have a body, this body selector. This body selector means this one. Okay, the body from here, from the index.html page. Okay, so here's the body, and within the body, if you guys remember, and what I have done here, let me, here I have linked this this link. I have copied and pasted in my index.html, and for CSS we need this code, this specifying CSS font family, and I'm going to copy this code from here and I'm going to paste it within my body section. Okay, so I have this code here now for the body. Now let me show you in my, okay, so the font is changed now, but these bullets are still here. So to remove these bullets, first, when I push them, when I use this one, this universal code here, universal selector code here, like I select everything by using the margin 0 and padding 0, so it just pushed this, all these links to this left side, but the bullets were remained here. So let's first delete these bullets, and after that we can use these properties here. Okay, so for that I have to call a class, this navlinks class. Okay, so here navlinks, and this navlinks would be list style type, and it should be none. Let's save it and let me show you. Like, there are no more bullets. Okay, now we can use these margin and paddings. Okay, so it's clear we don't have bullets anymore, and all these navlinks are here. So let me say display none. When I say display none, let me save it and let me show. Then we don't have the icons here, sorry, the nav links here. But right now I don't want to display none. I just want to, later I'll show you when we have to use this display none property. So we have these icons here, sorry, the links here. Now I have to have a nav links A. What is this nav links A? It is all the anchor tags of this nav link, these anchor tags, this A element. I'm going to apply some properties here. So the first property is the display property, and I want to display it in a block, and the padding for this would be 15 pixels, and the background, only the background would be 1B001B, and I'm using all these colors. I'm using the colors within this site from the site 02255 color picker tool, and from here they have a lot of colors, so I'm using the colors from this site. Okay, 02255.com color picker tool. Let me close it. All the colors I've used in this site I have got from that site. Okay, let me close this button also, this tab, and here we have this, the background and the nav links are here. Now what I'm going to do here, I want the font size of my nav links. The font size would be 17 pixels. Text decoration. What is this text decoration? These underlines, the line under all the links it's a text decoration. So I want a text decoration, but not now. So I just say none. Right now I don't want to have any kind of text decoration, but I want to have this decoration when I hover over the button, over the links. Then I want some sort of decoration, but right now I don't want, so I just say text decoration none. And text transformation, I want the text transform would be uppercase and everything would be in uppercase. Okay, font size is 17 pixels, and okay, uppercase, and the color of, you guys can see that this color isn't looking good, so I want this to be in white. So for this color I should say okay, white, and here we go. Okay, now the next thing is nav links hover. Like, hover means when I take my mouse pointer upon the links, then there should be something should happen to them. So what is that something and how I can show that? It is .nav links and a anchor tag, and I want it to be hover. This should be the text decoration, and here I want it to be underline. Okay, let me save it and let me show you guys. So when I bring my mouse up over the link, there is a line, and I want this line. Okay, here I didn't mention anything, so I just use these links. Okay, now let me bring it here, and let's have a social icon class. We already set this social icon class here, this one. Okay, this social icons. So I'm using this social icons class here, and I'm going to say social icons hover, and the hover effect upon my social icons, it would be the color. The color would be E70, E700E7. Okay, when I hover upon my social icons, then it is going to show. It's not showing here. Wait a minute. Let me have something else here. Then it will be appear here. Okay. So just keep it here, and the transformation transform translate y. This is transform actually, and translate y, transform, translate y. This should be, I'm sorry, within this code block. Translate y minus 10%, and here I want to show my social icons. I want them to be displayed in a block. Okay, let's save it, and you can see there it is translating 10% y. I have to set it, but right now it is just translating. So it is just moving upwards, and it is displayed in a block. Okay. Now nav container. So I'm going to call this nav container, and this nav container here, let's say nav container. Padding for the nav container would be 0 from top and bottom, and 20 pixels from left and right. And the background would be in RGBA, red, green, blue, and alpha. This alpha or opacity I will show you right now. 78, 0, 78, and 0.8% would be the opacity. Okay, this A is 0.8%, 0.8, sorry, or 80% of the opacity of this actual color. Okay, and I want it to be displayed in a flex, and justify content would be space between. Why I'm using this space between justify content, I'll explain you. Okay, just keep it in mind and I'll explain you. Okay, and then I want to have a nav container image. This nav container image means our logo. Here it is a nav container actually, nav container, and this is the image. Okay, this is the image. So this nav container image would be, let me just a moment, let me check any other social icons, and I'm just checking that if I have made any other mistake or no. So no. Okay, this image, it's a logo, and for that I am going to say here that the width of the logo would be 100 pixels, and align, self-align should be center. Yep. One thing, center, I'll explain you. Just keep it in mind, this self-align and this justify content. I'll explain you in a moment. Okay, let's save it. And okay, there we have something. Now we have to go with the button. So this button class and these lines, and for this here I'm going to have it line 1 and the and class line 2 and the class line 3. Okay, and here I'm assigning them a width of 30 pixels and height would be 4 pixels, margin would be 5 pixels, and background, here the background would be FFE and 7FF. Okay, white background. Okay, so we just have to call a button here. These lines I have called there the classes of this line. Now I want to have this button here. Actually I have to call the button first, but I just did it like this. But you guys, whatever the style you want, you can use that. Padding of the button would be 2 pixels and it would be displayed in line block, and the cursor would be pointer, and align self would be center, and that's all. Let me show you. Okay, this is the button and this is the logo. So let me explain you something. This justified content space between this space, okay, I was talking about first, it is going to it's for the wider space. Okay, and the second thing, this was here where it is, this align self center. When we use a flex, as here we have used a flex box, okay, the flex property. So by using this flex property, the flex stretch everything. So to control this stretching, we use this align self center. So now you can see that it is in the center and it is not stretched. Okay, so everything is self-aligned. This button is self-aligned, this logo is self-aligned, and when we change the page, when the page would be on different devices, then it wouldn't be stretched. Everything would be look nice and clean. Okay, now let's do something else. And what is that something else? That something else is the button effect. And for the button effect, like this this effect, this open and closing effect of the button, we have to have a jQuery. But before a jQuery or JavaScript, sorry, I have to go with the JavaScript. So for that we have to, where is that, we have to use a class which is known as change. This change class we are going to call in our JavaScript file. So we are just assigning a class change dot align 1, and here I'm saying transform rotate, and it is going to rotate minus 45 degrees, and translate minus 7 pixels and 6 pixels. And then I want to have another change class and line 2, and for line 2 I just want to have an opacity, and this opacity would be 0, and then another class change and line 3, and here I want it to have a transform, and I want it to rotate 45 degrees, and the translation would be minus 7 pixels and minus 8 pixels. Oops, okay, let's save it. It's done, but it is not going to show any kind of effect. It is not going to give any sort of effect here, and for that let me show you. So nothing is going to happen. For this to have an effect and to get the same effect, all this effect, for this we have to use JavaScript, and for that first of all let's go to the first of all let me do something else here. For the effects, when we are going to apply the effect, but for that, before applying the effect, I want to have the transition. I want to have some transition within these classes, so that transitions are going to work when we apply the JavaScript. So for here I would like to say transition, and for this transition I'm using the property this transform and opacity property here. So here I'm saying transform 2 seconds ease, and opacity, I'm talking about this opacity, and I have the transform is this one. Okay, this transform is here, 2 second ease, and the opacity, this one, I'm going to have this opacity, and it is also, I'm saying 2 seconds ease. The effects you are going to see soon after applying the JavaScript here. So for this, first of all, jQuery, we have to go to the Google, and here in Google just type jQuery CDN and get this hosted libraries Google developer code, and from here the libraries, copy this code from this script. In just a moment, I am going to have a problem in copying this code. Copy this code from here, go to your index.html. Here, in before this, let's first have a comment, let's say jQuery, and here we have pasted the link. Let's save it. Now let's go to the JavaScript, and first of all, to check the accessibility of our jQuery, let me have a code here, and I'm calling document dot ready, and I want to have a function, and it's another anonymous function. If you don't know about it, don't worry, just follow me. And alert, I'm calling the alert function hello world. Let's save it. Okay, so we have this alert function, means our jQuery is working. If you guys didn't see, let me check. Okay, this hello world, it means that our jQuery is functioning, it's working. So I don't want this code now, because it is just to check whether my JavaScript file is attached properly to the index.html or not. So it is attached. And now for appearance of the slide nav and toggle button, like slide nav and toggle button, this is a toggle button and this slide nav. Let me write a code here. Document dot ready, and I'm going to have a function here, and I'm just calling again the variable, and it is dot just a minute btn. This btn is a, let me show you from here, or from CSS. We have this btn class, and then we have this btn class. So we have this btn class, okay, and I want it to do something. When I click, and there would be a function, and that function is going to perform, let me say, check document.ready function, and then btn, then click function. It is an anonymous function, and then within that I want to have my nav links class, same as we call the btn class, the nav link class, and I want to slide toggle for 2 seconds. Okay, let's check it first. Okay, so when I click on the button, this part, it is sliding, it's moving up and down nicely, but the button is not giving us this opening and closing effect. So now let's go and get this button opening and closing effect, and for that, here let's have a jQuery, and for this .btn, and toggle class. If you guys remember, here we have this change class. So this change class, I'm going to have a change here, okay, the toggle spelling is wrong, it's not toggle, it's toggle. And let's go, you guys can see a nice effect, and it is not working, something wrong. I have done something, there should be something bad happen within my code, and let's check, because it's just showing this. Yep, button and toggle class. So I have found my mistake. Actually, this code shouldn't be here, it should be within this parenthesis, and let me save it, and let's press, and now the button is working nicely. Okay, the button is working, and we have the slide animation a bit, we can say, and now we have a lot more to do actually. So now let's go to the CSS, and let's see where we have to do more. Okay, so what we have to do more, we have to, I think first of all let's do header. Let's go for the header, and the nav bar is done actually. Not completely, we have to make it responsive. It's not done completely, we have to make it responsive. We don't want to show this all these links here, and these links should be here, and these links are all these things can be displayed when we click, and we don't want to show this button also. So first of all, before going on, I think we should go to the header. First of all, let's make a header section. Just let me have a break, and I'll be back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Actually, this video is going to be very long, so I have decided that let's complete the header section now, and I'm going to there would be a second part. In the second part we will move on to the about section. So right now I'm just going to complete the header section, the hero image, and after this making this area, this section could be responsive, then the about section I'm going to make another part, like part 2 of the same video, like to continue the series of the same page. Otherwise it would be very long, and I don't want it to be go long. So it's already be a 1 hour video of just working on this nav bar. Let's not talk much and go back to our index section, and here I want to go with the hero image. Okay, so the hero image would be, let me prepare the markup for the hero image. So let's say hero image, and here I want to have a div and a class, main title, and I want to have another div, and the class of this would be main text, and I want to go with the heading 1, and the heading 1 would be cutting edge fitness gym, and I want to have a paragraph here of 10 words, could be. Let me bring it here to make it visible for you guys. Okay, and then I want to have a link here, and a link would be this, and let's have a there shouldn't be anything within this link, that's why I just keep it like this. And now I want to have a main btn main button, and for the main button I should say find a group. The markup of our hero image is ready. Let's go and have somewhat let's go and have some CSS here actually. So for the CSS here, let me keep it here and have a comment here, and for this comment I should say hero image, and end of hero image would be end of hero image, Okay. Okay, so here for the hero image, first I'm going to have a header, and the minimum width, minimum height of the header would be 100 view height. Background, I want to give a linear gradient effect to my background, so for that I'm using linear gradient, and then I'm going to say RGBA, and it would be 24, 2 and 27, should be comma 27, and then 0.8 opacity, or this A or alpha. And now I want to have an other color, and this other color would be 162, 0 and 193, and then 0.3. Okay, then after I would like to have a comma here. Let me bring it down, and let's say URL, and the URL will be images. Again, within my images folder I have a hero image, hero.jpg, and for this here I'm using the shorter version. The shorter version, like I want it to be the shortened code, like I want it to be center, and it will be the cover, and it should be fixed, and I don't want to repeat the image. All these properties are going to apply upon our image. Okay, and this, it is done here. Now I should say it would be displayed like a flex, and the flex would be, it should be displaying a flex, and the flex direction would be column. And let's save it. First move on. Oh wow, we have something here, but we don't want this. All these links and everything here. So for this we will fix it. So the hero image is here. For first of all, let me do something for this. And if you guys remember, we have declared here, we have declared the display none. So here now it's time to use this display none property. Let's save it, and you guys can see that it's displaying here. Okay, let it be here. We'll make it fine later. And flex direction is column. Now I have to see the nav. I'm again calling the navigation bar, and I want my navigation bar should be up here as a flex. Wait a minute, it should be a flex, and the flex should be grow and shrink. It would be 0, 0 and auto. Okay, and then nav ul li nav unordered list, and list item would be last of type. I'll explain you this. Last of type. One moment please. There should be, wait a minute, last of type, and it shouldn't be here. I mistook. Okay, now last of type, and here it should be display flex. I'll explain this. Let me explain you this last of type. First of all, I want the last of type these icons, these social icons are this li. This is the last of type li, last of type of ul. Okay, this ul is the last type of this li, and it has all these social icons. So for my social icons, I want my social icons to be display here. Okay, but not like this. I'm going to set them. Okay, so for that I've just say display flags, and it is going to be display flags, and then I just want to copy the same thing and I want to bring it here, and I want to say links. Okay, now the all the social icons here would be display flags, and the flags would be shrink, grow, shrink, auto 111, and then text alignment would be text align last, and it could be center. Let's save it and let me check. Okay, so this is what I want, but it's appearing here like this, but later it will be fine soon. Okay, you guys will see. This is the last of type. I want them to display flags, but the type would be when like the flags should be grow to 1 and shrink to 0 and auto, and the text alignment of this is center. So it is like this. Now I want to show something else here. The type I want to call this FAB class. FAB class. So for that I'm saying FAB, and I want them to be shown. It's very small in size, so the font size of this would be 30 pixels. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, 30 pixels, and now let me show you that the font size, it's bigger in size. Okay, I don't want this underline this here. I'll change it, but then there is done here, and I want to see my nav links, and then social icons, the link, and it would be hover, and text decoration, the underline you are seeing, I don't want that here. Text decoration would be none. Okay, so there would be no underline here, and so it's gone. Okay, there isn't any underline. Okay, now I want to have my nav bar, it should be shown, it should be transparent. So, and let's do that, add that transparency, and for that transparency and shade of the nav bar, I would like to go and say nav position. The position of the next nav would be fixed. Width would be 100%. I'll explain you this Z index also. Z index would be 10, and transition, yep, transition background 2 seconds ease. And then this nav background, I'm going to have it in JavaScript. I'll show you a moment, please. Background RGBA, and the background will be 34, 0, 40, and 0.8. Okay, let's save it, and let's use this transparency of the nav transparency. This could be shown here, and I want this nav to be transparent when, let me show you something. Moment, please. And I'm saying when I scroll, I want it to be move and to be move and to have some transparency. Okay, this nav bar. So how we can do that? For that, let's go to the JavaScript, and here in our JavaScript file, here I would say window. I'm going to have a, if you don't understand this, don't worry, just window and scroll, scroll function, and then let's call the variable position, and then again window and scroll top, like when we scroll it from top to bottom. Then if position if position is greater than 100, then it would be nav, I'm talking about the navigation bar, and the nav container, the nav and the nav container. Okay, nav and nav container. Then it is going to add class, and what kind of class would be nav background. This nav background class, what we have declared here, and nav background and we should say else, if else and nav and nav container, and it's going to remove the class. Okay, basically I'm going to explain you what it is going to do. Nav background, and it is done. So let's move on and let's check something here. Let's refresh. When after getting like here, it needs to be more. Let me add some more these break tags here. And let's check that it is going to be transparent, or it is going to be transparent. Right now it is not moving. Let's complete the other sections, then it will work. Okay, if it doesn't, then I will check what happened, but it will work. I'm sure it will work. And actually I'm also getting tired talking for a long time, at least for 1 hour and more. So let's finalize the hero image, and then the next part, the other parts we are going to cover in the next video. I'm going to attach the next video within the same series, so you guys can watch it from there. Okay, and let's set our hero image. So for the hero image, this is where we have end of hero image, and this should be, actually it's not within the hero image. The header I have declared here, I messed up with the things. Now I realize it shouldn't be here. I'm sorry. I think it is going to be difficult for you guys, but I don't know why I've messed up too much. I'm really sorry for this inconvenience. I was just writing and I didn't care about this thing. That's just extremely sorry about it. Okay, the header is done here. Okay, and now let's go to the main title. The main title, this one, the heading. Okay, the edge fitness, cutting edge fitness gym, and everything is too much messy here. Let's set it. So the main title, I'm going to have a flex box here, and grow, shrink, auto, properties, and then it would be displayed again in a flex, and align items, center, and then justify content, center, and then again I want to have a main text. This one is justified. Let's look at this. It is here. Before it was here, it was very messy, but by using the flex property, by using all these properties, now we can see that it is in the center, and now it is looking good and better. We have to know the main text, the paragraph text. I'm talking about the main text. The main text, it would also be flex. I don't want it to be grow. I just want it to be 0, 0, and auto. Not auto, 90% actually. And then text align, it will be center, and then padding 100 pixels and 0. Let's save it. Let's see. Okay, it's better, but not that much, because still we are working. And now I want to work with the heading. So main text H1, and the font size for this, let me organize it. Okay, so font size for this would be 50 pixels, and text transform would be uppercase, color would be white, FFF, and margin bottom 15 pixels. Let's go and check. Heading 1. Okay, it's looking good. Now this paragraph and this button. Okay, so this for this paragraph and for this button, I'm going to say main text dot main text p for the paragraph, and margin would be 0, and auto 0 from top, bottom, and left, right auto. And the font weight, I want it to be lighter, and there should be some letter spacing, and the letter spacing for this would be 10 pixels, and this shouldn't be here. Okay, margin left would be 32 pixels, and color for show this white. Okay, let's save it. Okay, now we have button, and for the button, let's say main btn, main btn. If you guys remember, here in our index.html we have this main button. We have already covered the main title, main text, then this h1 and p tag, and now this main button is left, so we are working on this main button and main btn. And this main btn is going to have a text transform, and I want it to be uppercase, and the color will be F5, okay, and letter spacing, letter spacing would be 5 pixels. I want to have a border of 3 pixels solid, and F5. Let's save it. Okay, we have, but it's not, this button is not looking good. Let's do something more. Let me check. Text transform is uppercase, color is white, letter spacing, and then border, and it's okay. So again we have to, yeah, it's we have to do something more here, which would be in display. I want it to be displayed as inline block, and the cursor, when we move our cursor on it, it would show us a pointer. And the text decoration, yes, there was a text decoration. Let me write text decoration. It would be none. Margin top would be 20 pixels, and padding 10 pixels top, bottom, and 10 pixels left and right. Wow, now it's looking good. Okay, it's not finished here, we have to do a bit more. Now main btn hover, and the hover effect is going to be a background. The background would be hash bf00 e3, and the color of the text would be hash f5. Okay, let's save it. Wow, it's done here, but still we have to finish this part, and in the next video we will complete the other sections, like this about section and other things. But because it's a long video and I'm already tired, but I have to finish this one. So for this, now we have to make it responsive, and for the responsiveness we have to use the media queries. Okay, so let's go and let me have a comment here. I should say responsive, responsive, and for this, and actually, okay, let's make this part responsive, and for that I would like to have add media screen and min width, and minimum width would be 992 pixels, 992 pixels. No, it's not p, it's pixels. Okay, and here we go. So let me, okay, make it visible for you guys. And here I should say display none, okay, and display none. Where I mistook somewhere. Add media screen and min-width this, display none. Let's see. And then I have to say what's this? There is something. I've done something wrong here. I mistook here because what I'm displaying, then I want to write button actually, dot btn, this button. I don't want to display this button here, so I have to say here, and this should be display none, and then this navigation, this nav should be display flags, and then flags wrap, and it should be not warp, wrap, and justify content space around, and it should be space around. And then I want to have a nav container, this nav container, what is this? Nav container, container, nav container. And yeah, I mistook here also, yes, semicolon, and on and on. Okay, nav container, and this nav container would be background. The background, I want it to be background, I'm so sorry for my spellings, background transparent, and the flags, it's not going to be grow, it's not going to be shrink, it should be auto. Okay, because this container is the child of this nav, container is the child of this nav, so that's why I don't want it to be to grow or to shrink. And then nav links, I want to have the nav links here, nav links, and padding, and the padding from the nav for the nav links would be 0, top, bottom, left, right 20 pixels. And then I want to have a flags, it should be grow for and shrink, and auto, and then what I'm going to do here, display flags RTENT. I'll explain this important to you. Let me go here so you guys can see the nav bar. It looks like this. We cannot see the button. I want it to be grow and shrink this 10 auto, and if I do not use this important here, let's save it. Okay, a moment please. Okay, it's looking nice here, so it's for this, but if I say it should be here in this way, but when we bring it to this, then it is showing like this. Okay, we are going to improve it. Okay, just a minute. And important display flags important, and then I have to say justify content, and it should be flags start. So now you will understand what I want to say, and I will be able to make you understand also. And then again I want to say flags wrap, justify content flags start, and then flags wrap, and it would be not wrap, it would be wrap, justify content flags start and flags wrap, and then I should say align self center, and here actually I'm looking, the video is getting too long, and nav links, now I want to see nav links list items, and the list item is going to be shown as a flags grow, shrink, and auto, and then text align center. So now you can see it is now by using this nav links list item flags property, we can have it like this. We are still working on it, and now nav links icon, nav links anchor text actually, so nav links anchor, and the background, excuse me, okay, background, the background would be transparent, and text align center, and the color would be F5. Let's save it. Now you guys can see that it is looking nice. There is some problem here, later we will fix it, but everything is working nicely and working well. Only the color, the hover effect is not appearing here. Maybe I mistook somewhere, so I will check it later, but everything is fine until now. And now we have to do something with the social icons. Yeah, okay, let's check do with the social icons, and for the social icon flags, grow, shrink, 0 auto, and then display flags, and then flags wrap, and flags wrap would be not warp, wrap, and align, self-aligning would be center, and justify content, space around, space around, and space around, and the list style type would be none. I have declared it, but I think there would be something. Yeah, I have declared it, but let's see why I think there would be some problem. That's why I have mentioned this here. Padding would be 0 and 20 pixels. Yeah, it is for what? I'll explain you. It is for what? Actually, I'm thinking about the timing. It's too much. And then the social icons. Let's say here the font size I wanted to have 40 pixels. Before we had a 30 pixels, but here I want to have the social icons of 40 pixels. And then here I'm having the hover effect. I want to have a hover effect here, like when we hover there should be something, and that is color. The color would be E, this one E700E7, and then transformation, I want that transformation, that transform, translate Y minus 10%, and I'm sure it is done now. Yep, this is what I want, and this is what I have, and hope you guys like this. Let's check that it is responsive. So yeah, everything is looking nice here and here and here, and let's see the, yep, there is some problem here. We'll fix it later, okay, because I want them to have a hover effect. Maybe I missed in the code, but I will fix it, okay. So I hope you guys like it, and in the next video, next series, like after this you will check it in this series, actually in my channel, and you guys will find the next section of this. This next section would be, what is the next section? Wait a minute, this one, this, and I think in the next video I'm going to finish all these things from about us to this footer. And see you next time. Do subscribe the channel and like the video. If you like the video, do hit the like button, and don't forget to watch the second part of this video. See you next time with the second part of this video. Bye for now.